Let's go. I wanna go to Ibiza.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Mymmamobile, the show. I'm Todd. Once again, this is Lou.
What's up everybody?
And on this week's show, we have a special guest for you.
I wonder who it can be.
This week, wow, it's almost like Mr.
Good.
Rogers' Neighborhood.
So let's get this started. I'm anticipating the guest of the week. So let's see who pops up today. Hey!
What's up, man?
Joe Camacho.
How you doing, man?
In the flesh. What's up,
Big
bro?
time.
Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in.
We told you, didn't we tell you?
So we got a great show this week. We got the breakdown of StrikeForce April 9th, Diaz versus Daly. Also on Fighter Spotlight, we got an interview with the man, Joe Camacho, right here, coming off of a big win against Joe Boxer at Respect in the Cage.
So stay tuned. All this and more on this week's episode of Mymmamobile,
The show.
Let's go.
And now it's time for the breakdown. StrikeForce, April 9th. Check it out, guys.
So this week on the breakdown, we're going to take a look at StrikeForce, April 9th, Daly versus Diaz. It's going to be a good one, man. I mean, they've been
Definitely.
talking. It almost didn't happen, actually.
Yeah. I think that this fight is definitely going to be a stand-up fight. If it goes to the ground, Diaz is going to win. That's just all there is to it.
True.
So if I was Diaz,
You don't
I would
think
just
Diaz-
take him to the ground and win the fight. Use the tools that the other person doesn't have.
Diaz is a smart fighter, but, man, I just want to see them go at it, man. So we'll have to wait and see who you giving this fight to.
I'm going to go with my man, Nick Diaz.
I'd have to go with Diaz, too.
Next, we got El Nino Gilbert Melendez versus Tatsuya. What do you think about this?
That's a good fight. I just saw Tatsuya take out Josh Thompson.
Gilbert Melendez's last fight,
Yeah.
he showed his structure in his boxing and stayed within the pocket.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I think he's going to win this next fight.
Also making an appearance, Musasi. I can't wait to see him get back in the cage and, see his techniques again. He's awesome.
I think that regardless of who his opponent is, it's going to be difficult to train for Musasi in a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's going to be another W unless they get someone like Jason Brill.
Jason Brills. And that's...
The breakdown.
Oh, we're taping? Oh, I was just checking out the latest Jiu-Jitsu magazine that just came out, the April, May. It's the new magazine. Joe Camacho has an 11-page spread on here, man. I was just checking it out. Okay, man. Yeah, let's get rolling, man. I want to find out more about this.
So we got Joe Camacho this week on Fighter Spotlight. Got a few questions for you. You just came off your giant win off of Joe Boxer. And I know you've been fighting for a long time. There's a lot of times people will be like, okay, SureDog is the official say-all of people's records. I heard you've been fighting even before that, right? I mean, can you explain that a little bit?
Well, SureDog has me upside down. SureDog says that I'm, I believe, 11 and 14. My actual record is 16 and 14. I have 3 fights in my early in my career that wasn't registered on the SureDog ranking. So, and those 3 fights, by the way, are by knockout.
So, Jiu-Jitsu magazine, 11-page spread. I can't believe that.
Yeah, man, it's an all jiu-jitsu magazine. It's no MMA, no wrestling. It's just jiu-jitsu, and that's it. Jiu-Jitsu magazine. We haven't seen a magazine like this since Grappling magazine when it was all grappling. But Jiu-Jitsu magazine is American-made magazine. It's distributed all throughout the nation. You know, this is pretty huge for me. You know, man. Thanks again for putting me in this magazine, Jiu-Jitsu magazine. So it's in Barnes & Noble and in all newsstands all over. Go get it. Pick it up. It's out.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
I had a quick question. Who's this on the cover?
This is my master, Aloysius Silva. He's the guy who gave me my black belt, actually. And,
Oh, wow.
and, you know, it's awesome. We even had him on the cover, and me being in this magazine with him, this is just total honor. You know, Aloysius Silva, his school's based out in Lomita, and look him up. Aloysius Silva, BJJ.com. And anyway, and he just recently got his Corral belt.
I have one question. Okay, so you've been in the MMA game a long time and you've had many fights. So what's the one fight that, you're going to tell your grandkids about?
Well, I mean, my last fight.
Joe Boxer, huh?
It was a great victory. You know, Joe Boxer's the homie, but we had to put that aside and duke it out again. You know?
Yeah, that was a rematch, right?
So yeah. He beat me the first time around. He took my King of the Cage title, and he got me with the liver punch. So in this time around, I won, but best believe I had my right arm glued to my head the whole time. Man.
Right.
Awesome. Okay, me and Lou, we've been having this debate, Joe,
Big debate.
that there's teams where there's top fighters, and some people think that people who are on the same team shouldn't fight against each other, and other people think that it's good for the sport, that it's up to the fans, the fighters should fight. What's your opinion on that?
It's all business. It's not personal. I think, you know, if it has to happen, it's got to happen. You know, it's like in wrestling, wrestle it off, and whoever wins in that room wins.
spot.
Yeah, wins that spot, and he's in. You know, so it's not personal. It's just business. You know, and if it has to happen, it has to happen.
I'm for it. I mean, I've explained this in past shows. Has to happen. There's too many camps and only one spot.
I fought Joe Boxer the first time around, and we were homies then. We had to fight. You know, we didn't want to fight, but it was business. You know, he wanted the belt, so he won the belt. And then this time around, I got the victory. So, you know, we're 1-1, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Awesome. Me personally, I feel that if two fighters don't want to fight, they shouldn't have to fight. If it has to do with their paycheck and they're willing to give up that paycheck, then that's on them.
Hey Joe, in the magazine, I see a lot of looks like the UFC gym in here. How did that get about?
Well, for those who don't know, I'm the head MMA instructor at the UFC gym.
Oh.
If you want to come out to the UFC gym, it's here located in Los Angeles, or Rosemead. Come on out.
And that's
The Fighter Spotlight.
Well, that does it for this week's episode of My MMA Mobile, the show. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks
Joe.
a lot, Joe.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Hey,
awesome.
Thank
you know what? This guy right here, you got to go check him out, the UFC gym. And what are we going to see as far as, like, you know, your next fight or what's coming up for you?
Well, right now I'm just letting my hand heal. I fought a couple of weeks ago, so I have some damage in my left hand. So I'm going through body repair right now. So once this is all healed, I'm ready to go. So possibly July.
awesome. Yeah, you can see him right now if you want in the Jiu-Jitsu magazine.
That's
Definitely,
right.
definitely.
Get it.
Go check it out. Barnes & Noble's, all stores near you.
Joe, are there any shots out that you want to give? Any people that you want to thank?
Sure. First of all, I want to thank Aloysius Silva, my master, who gave me my black belt. Thank you for putting me under your wing. Also, I want to thank Charlie, my cousin, Charlie Valencia. He's the one that got me in this sport, and I'm still here doing it. You know, props to my primo, Charlie. Good luck on your next fight in Canada, man. My sponsors, you know, Jiu-Jitsu Pro Gear, Polani watches, who bling me out. Bling my
I've
watch out.
seen that.
That's
name,
that's
man.
what's been blinding me this
yeah,
whole time.
Yeah, so Polani watches, Bite Me mouth guards.
Oh, we got Jiu-Jitsu Pro Gear, Riverside Submissions, the Internationals, Jiu-Jitsu Magazine, Don Aguilar, Aztegali,
On and on
everything.
and on and on and
Esther
on.
Kelly and Don and Antonio Aguilar. Those are tequilas, guys. Pick it up. Pick up some of that tequila.
I can't wait.
Yep.
We'd also like to thank all our subscribers of My MMA Mobile from California to New York. Thanks, guys. You guys are popping up all over the country. I don't even know what's going on, man. You guys, it's like wildfire.
Definitely. And you guys got to text My MMA to 69302. Tell all your friends about it. Get the latest MMA information. One last thing, Joe. Just in case people want to get in contact with you, for all the web junkies, how do people get in contact with you?
Just hit me up at Facebook. It's Joe Camacho Fighter at Facebook. Hit me up. Write me, request me, and I'll befriend you.
Well, that does it for this week's episode of My MMA Mobile,
The show.
Put your hands up there. Put your hands up there.
Oh, so Joe, where do you get your information from?
Well, where else? MyMMAmobile.com.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah, baby!